The iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max made their debut at Apple's annual fall event on Tuesday. From the moment I picked them up in a hands-on area inside the Steve Jobs Theater, I could tell there was some significant refinements compared with previous Pro models. The iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max are made with titanium instead of the stainless steel found on last year's iPhone 14 Pro and 14 Pro Max, and as a result are noticeably lighter. In recent years, Apple used its Pro phones to push the envelope with tech advances while keeping the standard models with the previous year's tech, likely to reduce costs and incentivize upgrading to the pricier premium models. That's proved true with the standard iPhone 15 and 15 Plus, which get last year's 14 Pro perks. The iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max carry on this tradition, and since rumors of an iPhone 15 Ultra were unfounded, these are Apple's most advanced phones yet. So far, I have only taken a few photos with the iPhone 15 Pro Max, but at least on paper, the new camera system seems very impressive. There's a larger new main sensor, and the 48 megapixel main camera offers a new 24 megapixel super resolution default option. Thanks to improvements in Smart HDR, portraits now offer brighter highlights and richer colors even in challenging lighting conditions. And I like that you can take portraits without even having to switch to portrait mode. The iPhone 15 Pro Max is smart enough to capture the depth info. The real highlight though is the 5x optical zoom option and 3x optical zoom option at the iPhone 15 Pro, made possible via the tetra prism design of the telephoto sensor. I was blown away with how close the iPhone 15 Pro Max could get to omen way across the field without loss of detail. But we'll be putting this zoom to the test against the Galaxy S23 Ultra, which offers a 10x telephoto. The digital zoom on the iPhone 15 Pro Max is 25x versus up to 11x on the Galaxy. Now let's talk about performance. The A70 Pro is the world's first 3nm chip, and it means business. Apple is making the biggest noise about the new 6-core GPU, which is up to 20% faster and enables hardware accelerated ray tracing in games. I had a chance to play Diablo Immortal on the iPhone 15 Pro Max, and the lighting effects were very dynamic and action quite smooth, even with lots of enemies on screen. The CPU inside the A17 Pro is 10% faster, and the neural engine is up to 2x faster, which can help with features like autocorrect and personal voice in iOS 17. Apple has begrudgingly adopted USB-C for the iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max, but I'm still glad it's here. You can now use the same cable for charging your MacBook, iPad, and iPhone, and there's a USB-C charging case coming for the AirPods Pro. The USB-C port on the iPhone 15 Pro Max supports USB 3 and gives you transfer speeds up to 20x faster than before. There's also a new ultra-wideband chip which lets you connect iPhones from longer distance and also lets you find nearby iPhone users that are friends or family when you are in a crowd. The iPhone 15 Pro Max upgrades to Wi-Fi 6E for faster speeds, but not the state-of-the-art Wi-Fi 7 standard. A new satellite-based roadside assistance feature will give you peace of mind if you get stuck, which connects directly to AAA. There was a rumor that the iPhone 15 Pro Max was going to be called the iPhone 15 Ultra, but the new device feels pretty ultra to me so far. You get a surprisingly light and sturdy titanium design, a handy action button, and powerful A17 bionic chip. My favorite upgrade though is the new 5x telephoto zoom lens. At the same time, $1,199 is a lot of money to spend on a new iPhone, and while the action button is clever, I'd like to see Apple add more options so you can use it for more than one action at any given time. The charging is not any faster either despite the arrival of USB-C. Overall, though, the iPhone 15 Pro Max could be the phone to beat. Stay tuned for our full iPhone 15 Pro Max review and in-depth testing. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.